All right, so let's start with flight routes and emergency landings. All right, this is the projection on the Mercators. It makes no sense when we transform this into an AE map, flat Earth map. That's what we get. So they cannot fly over Antarctica. That's why we don't have south circumnavigation north to south. There's no way because this is the layout of how our plane Earth is. Same thing here with the internet cables. I did not include one slide about the internet cables, but it makes completely sense on the flat Earth map, makes no sense on the ball or any other projection. This is the correct projection for that. Okay, same thing with eclipses. If you plot the path of the eclipses, all these cities into the AE map or the Gleason's map, it makes way more sense, right? So another reason why we cannot expect any 24-hour sun in Antarctica because nothing goes below here and wraps around Antarctica, as we're gonna see. The other things here really important for you guys to see. No data, no satellites. They claim that there are 60 satellites over Antarctica, and we don't have data. See there how this lady, she went to this NOAA website, and this one here as well. Over, see there how it is, okay? Because Antarctica is not this island continent on the bottom of a ball Earth. It makes more sense on the A map, and it proves, the A map to be correct. Same thing for satellites, so-called satellites or satelloons or the ISS. It never flies over Antarctica. It always follows this trajectory here when we change from the Mercator to the flat Earth map. Time zones. We have 19 time zones right here in this region. We have 24 time zones along the equator. We have 38 time zones here around the southern or the outer parts of the flat Earth. One more time, the map explains this really well, the Gleason's map. So that was I was really bothered when I heard that because Jeran has enough reasons to understand. He has studied this map for so many years. Now he thinks that there is no, first of all, there's no 24-hour sun in Antarctica. But he thinks if he sees something right there, he's going to, this map is wrong. No, it's easier that they are going to fake one there than this map to be wrong based on all the data that we have accumulated over these years. Uh, Equatorial climate proves the map correct. Tropical fruit, and I shout out here to RV because he pointed this out. All the vegetations here, some trees that only are fruit tree that you can only have them here. Like I'm gonna, my father is from this region right here in Brazil. Where do you have Brazil nuts? From here. Brazil nuts come from this region right here. So if you have imported, we have imported here in Japan, where I live, we have to import Brazil nuts. This region, you're not going to find Brazil nuts here in the south. You're not going to find in the North America. You can only find in this region here where the sun circulates 2 times a year, when on its way to Tropic of Capricorn and on its way back to the Tropic of Cancer. One more time, the A map is correct. Even this proves the A map to be correct. Hurricanes and cyclones prove the A map correct. Right? We have two polar jet streams, one along the Antarctica ring and one around the North Pole. And we have two subtropical jet streams, one beyond the equator, one within the equator. And in between, you have the trade winds. We have winds coming in different ways, in different opposite sides. The friction of those winds against each other causes the cyclones below the equator and the hurricanes above the equator. right? And I have this animation here. Right here, this is what I mean right here. You see the winds go in both directions. You have some come, we call trade winds, call them trade winds, and we have the ones going, the jet streams right here. So there is friction with these two winds combined with temperature, and that's what causes the cyclones here and the hurricanes in this region, right? Once more, the A map proves to be correct. Now, this one, I have talked about this last year, talked again just a couple weeks ago. Tsunamis never wrap around Antarctica. Never, ever. We had this tsunami in Chile, 9.5 earthquake that shook the land for 11 minutes. Just for you to have an idea, the tsunami we had in Banda Aceh, Indonesia in 2004, the waves wrapped around Australia and arrived in Sydney before they reached Africa. This tsunami should have wrapped around the Antarctica and risen from the bottom of the ball towards South Africa and all the Atlantic area before anything else. But instead, he reached Hawaii and Japan, but never made it to this side. It proves the map to be correct. We are surrounded by an ice wall, an ice ring. That's why there's no flights north to south. There's no way. So I have given you guys good reasons to understand that the A map is correct. And I've done this since 2016 with all the emergency landings. So I have no doubt about this map. It really surprised me. That's what I'm saying. Jeran is making an excuse to go. He wants to go. The guy is paying, so he wants to take advantage and go. And he's making all sorts of excuses to justify that.
Now, maybe he's trying to cover his ass. Let's say we go down there and we see the 24-hour sun. Guess who is immediately on my list as the prime suspect shill CIA agent? It's the fucker who brought us the map. So of course he's backtracking now. It's the map that he gave everybody. Where did I first see the AE map? Atlantean Conspiracy. Said it from day one.
You know, you cannot, the guy has a bad record in everything, but just because he's giving money, oh, he's, gonna take it. You gotta be wise and know when to walk away from certain things. And this is the moment these guys should walk away from this deal. They are putting themselves under, and they say, oh, no, nobody is telling them. They are not under obligation. No flat earther is telling them, you have to go, you have to go. No. On the other side, I don't see people putting them pressure. They are taking this stuff upon themselves because they want to go, perhaps. I don't know what's the deal with them. When he prepared the heavens, I was there. When he set a compass upon the face of the death. A map. About the sun, his going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his secret unto the ends of it, and there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. A map. One more thing about the A map. So we know, in Brazil, I have traveled right here. I know that Uruguay is south of Brazil. We have Argentina right here, Bolivia to the west, Colombia. We have Venezuela here. When I fly to the US, we fly over the islands here towards LA. So I already know that this map is correct. The A map is correct. I travel from Georgia all the way to California here. All the states here are there. Alabama, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, I think it's Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Arizona, California. If I go north here, Canada, Massachusetts, from New York, we have, going south, you have Delaware, New Jersey, Delaware, Pennsylvania. If I go north, we have Connecticut, we have Massachusetts. I mean, I already know this map is correct. I'm here in Japan now. I travel this region, 70 parallel. Okay, we can go to China. If we go west, yeah, we go China. South, we have Korea. I flew southwest to go to New Zealand. I know this map's correct. So I don't have it. And I was really surprised. But as I said, he was trying to find an excuse to go, so it was criticizing everything.
Don't waste any more time. Visit the links above now and order my book 16 Emergency Landings Proving Flat Earth. Visit my online store now and order the new enhanced Gleason's Flat Earth map. This map used to be in every school and library in the nation before NASA was created in 1958, when the maps were ordered removed. Have your Gleason's map hanging on the wall in your house where no government can take it down. Here you see it hanging on a wall in the house of the late Charles K. Johnson. Here is a quote from the book 1984 by George Orwell. Every record has been destroyed or falsified, every book rewritten, every picture has been repainted, every statue and street building has been renamed, every date has been altered, and the process is continuing day by day and minute by minute. History has stopped. Order your map now.